Gentlemen, he is a bit of a diva, so when he does come on out of the door, please do give him a clap and a cheer. He genuinely does appreciate it. Now I need to get my excuses out of the way straight away. I've not done a show for about 6 weeks, so this could go terribly, terribly wrong at any point. It don't matter, does it? So the first thing we need to do today is we do need to say hello to Callum. So if everyone picks up the hand, gives him a nice big wave to say hello. Here he is going to wave.
I love you.
Now, as I said, Callum here, he is a bit of a diva. He does love the attention of doing shows. So if he does do anything cool, anything like, please do give him a clap. Please do give him a cheer. He really does appreciate it. If he thinks you're not trying hard enough, yeah. That's going to be your cue to give him a cheer. Yeah. Now today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to answer a few questions that we get asked him pretty much every single day. First one of them is, well, what is he? Now I've given the game away. Yes, haven't you? He is a sea lion, a Californian sea lion. However, if you pop onto TripAdvisor or Facebook and you look up the park, you will also find that Callum here is a whale. He's a dolphin, he is an otter, he is also a seagull. It makes him sad. He is none of these things. He is a sea lion. I wonder if the door was going to be shut today. Now, most commonly, he does get confused with a seal. Now, seals and sea lions, they are fairly similar, but there are a few differences, and with Callum's help, we're going to show you them today. Now, the first difference is kind of hard to spot, but we get to have a nice good look at his head. Hello. Now, either side of his head, he's got these little sticky out ears. Now, seals tend not to have them. Their ears are internal, so usually just holes covered with fur. So if you can see those ears, you're looking at a sea lion. We appreciate, though, you have not been queuing here for like 30 minutes to look at earlobes. We'll move on. Now, the second difference is how they move up on land. So seals, they are rather unfortunate creatures, because they've got something called a fixed hip joint. And it means that they're pretty rubbish up on land, ladies and gentlemen. This is how a seal moves.
It's like a penguin. It's like a penguin.
Yeah, not particularly good, is it?
No.
I'll tell you what, we'll give him a clap and a cheer, though, because it was a lovely impression. That wasn't a great way of moving, is it? Our sea lions, you may have noticed, are a lot more mobile, a lot more agile. So the reason for that, they have a rotating hip joint. They can tuck all 4 flippers underneath themselves, and they can essentially run or gallop across the land. Don't be lazy on me now, buddy. There we go. Like this. Now they are actually faster than any of us here. Now to demonstrate this, I could have a race with him, but I would lose, I would cry, and trust me, you guys don't want to see that. So instead, what we are going to do is we are going to send him up the nice tall tower over in the corner, where he gets to show off a little bit. Now before we go up, the very first time he went off the end of this tower, he had to be pushed by another sea lion. Yeah. He needs a bit of encouragement, so when he gets to the end, we are going to want a massive cheer from you guys, okay? So, here we go. So you see he tucks all 4 flippers underneath himself, falls all 30 stone up to the top, where he gets lazy and drags his bum to the end. Thanks, buddy. Now, well, this is awkward. You and me, we have different ideas of what a massive cheer is, so I'm going to count you in. You're going to give it all you've got. It's the end of the holidays. One last hurrah, so to speak. So here we go, on 3. 1, 2, 3! Nicely done. So that there is the second difference. Now the third difference is to do with the size of their flippers. So adults in the audience, if you take a look at the size of your hand, show any kids that might be with you. If there are no kids, just show the least mature person you are with. But your hand is on average the same size as an adult seal's front flipper. Now I've been told I am an adult. I have an adult-sized hand. I'm going to put it next to Callum's front flipper. Look at the size difference.
That's so big.
You're not impressed by that, are you?
It's so big.
Thank you, whoever that was.
Big.
One out of like 400 of you here is impressed. Okay. Callum has been growing these flippers for 15 years all by himself. He is very proud of his flippers, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to show you both of them. Check out the look of smugness on his face when we do it, okay? Oh yes. Look at that. That difference in flipper size means that seals, they can only do about 8 or 9 miles an hour in the water. Sea lions are way better. They can hit 25. Now Callum's probably not going to do this for me, but they can also launch themselves out of the water at heights of up to 3 meters. It's looking good, here we go. We got big cheers, he comes around for the next one. That was fun, wasn't it? Yes. So there you go, guys. Those are the differences between seals and sea lions. Those little ears, how they move on land, and the size of their flippers. So if I was to ask for you guys what Callum was, you would all shout. Who said that? Was that you, Kyle? What do you think of that? He's very upset with you, Kyle. Can't be having that. Reptile keepers, eh? What are they like? That's the first question we get in quite a lot. Now the next one is, well, why do we train our sea lions in the first place? Now if you guys sat in a show, you might be thinking, well, isn't it for us? It's a show, we've paid to be here. But I'm sorry to tell you, we do this whether you're here or not. Every single day of the year. Christmas, birthdays, global pandemics, it does not matter. We are here, we are training our sea lions. Now the primary reason for this is actually their health. So every day, all 3 of our sea lions, they go through a number of health checks. So I can open up Callum's mouth nice and wide, I can have a good look inside, a little poke if I need to, do a quick trip to the dentist. Now that's particularly important for Callum, as when he was a youngster, he actually had to have 8 teeth removed due to abscesses. So super important that we can get in there, make sure everything is nice and healthy. Now with him up on the stand, we can do a bit of a body exam, so we can run our hands all over his body. He just thinks he's getting a bit of a tickle, but we're looking for any lumps, bumps, cuts, or scratches. Now normally, there is nothing we would ever be concerned about. But summer, particularly the month of August, is sea lion breeding season. Callum, quick question. Sea lion breeding season, your favourite time of year? Yeah. Yes it is, ladies and gentlemen, yes it is. Now unfortunately for our sea lions, they're all boys, no ladies. That doesn't stop them, lots of special cuddles this time of year. But there is the, tensions do run high out this time of year, so it is important we can check them over. But as I said, normally nothing we would ever have to worry about. Now something did cause us some concern. We do have an on-site vet, we are going to call him down. Now our vet does not like him up on the stand, however, because sea lions are very, very flexible. So if Callum's not feeling too good and our vet's working behind him, Callum doesn't like it, he can whip his head back, just like this. And we have been not so politely asked, or told, don't let the vet get bitten. Which seems fair enough. So instead, our vet would like him in the most incredible position you have ever seen an animal ever. So prepare yourselves. So here we go. Ta-da! Yeah, now you're impressed. Look at that. I'll stand here so you're in the shade. You thought baby rhinos were cute. This is us. Now this here, although we joke around, is possibly the most important thing we train. It's called a lie-out. Now us keepers, we stay up near the head where he sees us, knows us, trusts us. Our vets can have a good wander around his entire body, but most importantly, we can get to his hips. And this is where he'd receive any injections, or if we need to take any blood samples. We can actually do that completely voluntarily. So there's no restraining, no sedation. Which, given the fact these guys are in the same class of animal as our lions and tigers, large carnivores, is pretty impressive. So we'll give him a round of applause for his health checks. Handsome as ever over there, aren't you, buddy? Now the other reasons for training are a lot more fun. Basically, it's keep them thinking, keep them active, stop them from getting bored. And I hate to tell you this, guys, we have to do this by playing games with them. I know, right? So we're going to play a couple now, because why wouldn't we? I say a couple. Where's your basketball gone? Oh, it's over here. Okay, we'll play that in a minute. But we're going to, that's his favourite game, you see. We're going to play his ring catch game. Now, everything we do here at the park does have a purpose. So, Callum has these lovely, very bushy whiskers. Now, they are very, very sensitive. So sensitive that if Callum were to go blind, he would still be able to hunt fish. He can actually detect the presence of a fish that was in an area 4 hours previously. So very, very sensitive. So I'm going to walk to the end of the beach. Now I'm going to throw these rings at Callum. You will notice that Callum pushes those whiskers out to help orientate himself to catch them. There are 5. We're going to get you guys involved. Quick show of hands, who here can count to 5? Homeschooling was a little rough then, guys, eh? Alright. Give you a bit of an incentive, we're going to have a competition. The competition is who can be loudest.